Hey guys, Ghost here. Welcome to Trading Basics. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. We'll look at the macro and then zoom into the 4 hour and take a look what's going on. I got some interesting things here that shows we might be looking at an area of a bounce. The first thing is we came down to the 786 fib, you know, landed on it nicely. Also had confluence here with this order block and price reacted to it, and now hopefully we can get some kind of move out of here. um, a few other things is if we pull our fib levels from our pivots on our first move, you'll see we came down to the 286 almost perfectly, and then if we pull them on this, we're going to pivot again, we're finding confluence again on the 286. So, this is a really strong area of support right now, and I don't see why, we should bust right through it. If we do, some areas to look at would be, let's take a look at our fib levels, and the next level will be the 886 down here at about 11,200. That falls in line with this, this is actually a monthly order block. If we zoom in on it, we can see right here, we have this a monthly order block and this heavy level of demand. But I don't think right now we're going to be looking at uh, those levels. I think worst case scenario here, if we do range here for a while, would be to, mark out that low and this low. And I think worst case scenario here would probably be where we range up and down. We drop down to sweep the liquidity below here, and then we would start moving up. Um, a couple other things I want to show you guys is, again, if we pull our fib levels, if we pull them from top to bottom here, what we see is our 382 on this range comes up to this bottom, and we can see from pivot high to pivot low, we came back up, retested at 382 before we dropped. We'll see the same thing here. If we pull high to low, it coincides with this range. So I think it's very possible that we consolidate, make a high, and at least come up to 29.3, $30,000. If we're correcting this whole move, what I would be looking for minimum would be a move up into this range, which is at about 37,000, and you'll notice it's at the bottom of this consolidation. So these are just some areas that I'm looking at that if we move up would be potential take profit targets on maybe some swing trades, in the weeks and months ahead. Okay, so let's drop down here, take a look at the 4 hour, see what's going on. Currently you can see we're ranged. Now, the idea here in this range, what I'm looking at is basically, here's our range low, range high. You can see the median 50% level. We're finding support drops below it, resistance. Now we're regaining its support level. So if you're looking to either DCA long into a long swing, a hodl position, your best areas in this range is always going to be this low side, because you're getting the best value when you're buying down below this 50% level. Anytime you're buying up above here or higher, you're paying premium price. The other thing we want to look at is this high and this high. These are key areas that we really want to eventually break above, because we're still making high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So for this to flip bullish on a 4-hour time frame, we need to break these levels up here. So ideally, what we want to do is eventually come up, maybe test this level, drop back down, break above, hold that. We can come back down here, push back up. And once we get candle closes above, you know, this area here, we can say the market is actually flipping bullish. Until then, we're just still going to be ranging. Um, so these are some key levels that I'm looking at here. As for this range, let's see where the most buying and selling is coming in. And we are right above the point of control, which is good. Now, what am I actually looking for here to enter a trade? If we zoom in here, what I would do is pull my fibs, look for a good entry target. I would set a box in this area. That'll be my target box of a potential area I'm looking to enter Bitcoin, possible long buy. You'll notice it's below the 50% level. It's in a value area. But there's also the possibility we have a 4-hour order block down here that hasn't been tested yet. So there's also the possibility that we could come right through this, dig into here. If we get a strong reaction, that would be a good sign. We'd sweep the liquidity below here, fill any orders that's sitting in this order block, get a bounce. You look for a strong bounce off, and then up we go. Those are the current scenarios. Otherwise, we could just kind of snake along in here, for God knows how long. It's too early to tell how long this range is going to play out. But these are just some of the things I'm looking in the market. There's a potential move down. One other thing to look at here is we know this area is a key area to break. If we pull our fibs from this pivot high, pivot low, move it to our 382 area, you'll see the 382 falls right in amongst this key area that we have to break. So just keep this in mind. This is a potential target if we bounce up, because as you've seen, even if we pull the pivots from here to here, between that high and low, you see from this range, we corrected up into the 382 fib. So if you bought down here, you could have exited here. And I'm fully expecting in this range for us to at least push up to 23,000. Okay, that's my analysis for right now. Make sure you guys subscribe. We'll go over these kind of things every couple days if you're interested. So hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like it. And thanks a lot.